The Mysterons, sworn enemies of Earth, possessing the ability to recreate an exact likeness of an object or person. But first, they must destroy. Leading the fight, one man fate has made indestructible. His name, Captain Scarlet.
Navigational satellite blast off -10. Final countdown begins. This is Siberia base control, handing over to substation 2 for launch procedure. All personnel clear area.
There's the rocket base. Dead ahead, Lieutenant Green. Contact Substation 2 for permission to land. Though I think they'll ask us to circle. By my calculations, they should be firing the navigational satellite any minute.
Yes, sir. Calling Siberia Substation 2. Substation 2, there's a Spectrum Transporter 14A requesting permission to land. Colonel White aboard, reporting for Probe Omega pre-launch security conference.
Substation 2 to Spectrum Transporter. Navigational satellite blast-off delay 20 minutes. You are clear to land. Repeat, clear to land.
Say, there's a satellite rocket now, just over to starboard. Looks impressive.
It certainly does. But not half so impressive as the Probe Omega vehicle. See it? Way over there. About a mile beyond the main control buildings.
It's gigantic. The biggest space probe man's ever built. Is it right that 90% of its bulk is fuel tanks?
Correct. And it'll need every drop to reach the exploration area way out in the Mexican Hat Galaxy. It's unmanned, of course. Entirely remote controlled once it gets off the ground.
Hence the navigational satellite. That's a box of tricks that will guide Big Brother on its journey. Colonel! Look at the base of the satellite rocket. Ignition vapor.
You're right. But control said the shot was delayed. Peel off, Lieutenant.
The blast wave! We're out of control. I can't hold her, Colonel.
Ah, bien. Your colonel is a lucky man, Lieutenant. And so are you. To eject at such a low altitude is usually suicidal.
I guess the snow cushioned our impact, Dr. Laval. Is Colonel White...
Oh, no. A couple of clean fractures, mild concussion? No. A couple of weeks sedation, and voila, he will be as good as new.
Excuse me. I have some most important news that must be passed to Spectrum immediately.
Have you discovered why we were given clearance to land, Professor Volatek?
We've discovered the controller of Substation 2, Lieutenant. One of my best men. The poor fellow is dead. Murdered. Someone else gave you that clearance. Someone who deliberately tried to kill the Colonel and yourself.
Then this can only have been the work of the Mysterons.
This is the voice of the Mysterons. Earthmen, We know you can hear us. Our revenge for your attack on Mars will continue. And this time the whole of Earth will taste our vengeance. We will destroy your moon.
Clark Base radio room to Deputy Commander Captain Blue. Did you hear that, sir?
I sure did. Put out a call for Captain Scarlet and have him come to the command center immediately. Alert all standby personnel for instant readiness.
SIG.
Now, let's see. That message from Lieutenant Green in Siberia. It seems to tie in somewhere. Ah, Captain Scarlet.
Yes, Captain?
I think I've got a lead on how the Mysterons might make their attempt to destroy the moon. I needn't tell you what'll happen if they succeed, Captain. Violent earthquakes, tidal waves, perhaps even deviation of the world into a new and dangerous solar orbit. Now, just what would it take to destroy the moon? A bomb more powerful than anything man has yet devised. Or perhaps a rocket.
You mean Probe Omega?
Exactly. Now, it's my opinion that the attempt on the lives of Colonel White and Lieutenant Green was made with the object of retrometabolizing them into Mysteron agents. They would have been the Mysteron means of aiming the rocket direct at the moon.
Duty Angels to launch stations. Angels will fly escort to Captain Scarlet in standby transporter. Cloud base control to flight deck. All units clear to go.
It's up to you, Captain Scarlet. If you can't unearth the next point of Mysteron attack when you get to Siberia, then the whole world is doomed.
Welcome to the Siberian rocket base, Captain Scarlet. Voloshe, professor in charge of the Probe Omega project.
Glad to know you, Professor.
This moving walkway will take us directly to Colonel White's sick room. He's recovering, thank goodness. Lieutenant Green is with him.
Come in, Captain Scarlet. It's good to see you.
And you, sir. Lieutenant Green, I'm ready for duty immediately.
How do you feel, Captain?
I feel fine. Both you and the Colonel are clear.
Gentlemen, I don't quite understand.
It was a sort of demonstration for you, Professor. You see, though the Colonel and I were apparently unharmed by our crash, it could have been that we had been killed and brought back to life under Mysteron control. We know we weren't, but Captain Scarlet has proved it conclusively.
You see, Professor, Captain Scarlet reacts to the presence of Mysteron agents. Headache, roaring in the ears, for example. This is why he is here.
If the Mysterons take over any one of the personnel on this base, Professor, then I'll know instantly.